The top college paintball teams from the nation have gathered in Texas to see who's the best. And we're going to find out. It's the 2007 JTUSA College Paintball National Championships coming up next, right here on Fox College Sports. From Grapevine, Texas, this is the 2007 JTUSA College Paintball National Championships. And today we have our first semifinal match, the Purdue Boilermakers versus the UConn Huskies.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Matty Marshall. I'm stoked to be here watching some awesome college teams battle it out on the field. Now, I'm lucky enough to have colleague, fellow professional paintball player, and great friend, B. Youngs here. Now, B, you've been here for 2 years already, so you've seen these guys play.
Teams are full of passion here. And you know what? There's no prize money here. It's all about bragging rights. So they definitely have a lot of team pride. And as you said, I've been here several years before, and seeing collegiate paintball grow this much, it's been amazing.
Yeah, it has grown. In fact, there's 13 teams that have made the trip from all over the United States.
They include the Drexel University Dragons, Eastern Illinois Panthers, Illinois State University Redbirds, Ohio University Bobcats, the Penn State Nittany Lions, Purdue University Boilermakers, Rutgers University Scarlet Knights, St. Mary's of Minnesota, Texas A&M, University of Connecticut Huskies, University of Illinois, the Tennessee Volunteers, and the United States Air Force Academy Falcons.
And that leads us to our first semifinal matchup. It's going to be an awesome game. Purdue taking on UConn. B, what do you think about these two teams?
You know, Purdue is a strong team from the very inception, but they lost some players, but now they're in a rebuild. UConn, 2006 champions. It was 9-8 in overtime when they played against Illinois last year, and here they are again playing it at the 2007 event, so it's going to be great.
Yeah, and I've spent some time with both these teams, and they have that mental, sharp attitude it takes to win a paintball match, so can't wait to see this. But first things first, the game of paintball, it's very simple. 32-minute match, 2 16-minute halves, and basically there's a flag in the center of the field. You grab it, hanging on the other side of the field, you get 1 point.
Right, they're going to be starting off playing a 5-on-5, and once you're hit, you got to get out. Otherwise, you're going to get sent to the penalty box. Now, if you play with a man down, it could really hurt your chances of winning, so hopefully that's not going to happen.
And also, throwing in a little twist, change to the actual format of the field. Very important for you guys at home. Now, B, break it down for everybody.
The field has 41 bunkers on it, and it's laid out in zones, the blue, yellow, and red. The blue zone contains the back bunkers, which in this case are called Aztecs because of their Aztec temple-like shape. Also in this zone are the cornerback X bunkers. Then you move up to the yellow zone. This means we're getting closer to the flag. Here you'll see the cans, Doritos, and the first part of a series of bunkers we call the snake. Then we come to the red zone. That's where the flag is. In this zone, we have the center 50, which is the bunker in the middle of the field. We also have more Doritos on one side, center 50. And on the other side, we have smaller bunkers called bricks. A pretty cool layout, which will make it easier for everyone to follow, both here and at home.
So we're set to go in our first semifinal match.
Purdue right now setting the stage. And UConn, and they're off.
Oh, really strong.
Oh, look at this.
Strong.
Right into the center 50.
Strong breakout by both teams up into that 50. Referee get in there, checking out the UConn player. He's clean. Both players clean at the 50-yard line. They're both probing, looking for shots.
Yeah,
Great breakout by both teams, B. No players left. And here comes the run through by Purdue. He's still alive. He's all the way on University of Connecticut side, and he tries to continue the run through.
UConn now with their first elimination, so it's a 5-on-4 with Purdue. Actually, it's a 4-on-4, Matty.
B, that was a great move, though, you know, and that's what Purdue was telling me they were going to do. They're like, you know what? We're going to go up the gut right off the break and see what this other team's made of.
That's right. Number 13 on Purdue side here in the Doritos in the yellow zone, and we see UConn now also in the Doritos playing that same tape. They're both playing both each other side to side. We got 2 on Purdue's side here in the yellow zone, the Dorito zone. It is a 4-on-3, Purdue with the lead.
You see here, real strong play on the Dorito side by Purdue. Great game plan, though. They went real strong up that center. Guy did his job, took his opposing player down, and then they, off of that distraction, were able to get out here on this Dorito side. And here Purdue pushing down the Dorito side.
Doritos, that's right. And you know what? Purdue's also in the snake side, and there goes another elimination. UConn now taking a walk to the dead box.
And UConn players falling left and right as Purdue, massive push down this Dorito side.
And it's Purdue with the first point on the scoreboard as Purdue captures the flag right now to bring it to the other side.
Great job by Purdue. Absolutely, and we're gonna head to a break, but do not go anywhere. We got some more intense paintball action coming at you right after this.
The 2007 JTUSA College Paintball National Championships are brought to you by JTUSA. Also brought to you by Doritos brand, Doritos Snack Strong. And by the National Collegiate Paintball Association, celebrating its 8th year organizing college and high school events. Come check us out at ncpapaintball.com.
What's up, I'm Matty Marshall. We're here at the 2007 JTUSA Collegiate National Championships. We're lucky enough to have Team Dynasty representing Yosh Rao, Davey Williamson, and the captain, Alex Frazier. Alex, what do you think overall, and generally, the strategy is going to prevail out there?
Basically, you want to watch what other teams are doing, what patterns are developing, and you want to just try to make the other team react to you. So, you know, you can notice that this side of the field, the snake side, is fairly open compared to this side over here, where it's more cluttered and easier to move. So if you can prevent the other team from making it out to the snake side, and you can take that away from them for pretty much the entire game, then you'd probably have the advantage. Looking at the right side of the field, it's very difficult to see anyone running out there. So you have this one first little lane, and once the guys pass that lane, you basically don't know where they go. They could be in any one of those 6 or 7 bunkers over there. So this guy maybe can shoot a couple balls right there and maybe try to catch that guy in the blue temple. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, you know, I think this guy's gun looking this way is pretty much ineffective. Yeah. On the other side, now we know this is open here. You can see where anybody runs on this whole entire side. So basically you can sit here, you know, maybe have 1 or possibly 2 guys here. If you put 2 guys out of 5 shooting this way from here, you should basically prevent anyone from making it over there.
Yeah, I'd keep as many bodies back here as possible shooting off the break.
Props to my boys Dynasty for kicking it with us this weekend. We'll see more of them in the next few games, but now back to our match.
So Purdue scoring that first quick point. UConn needs to get something going here. Let's see their breakout.
Oh, again, UConn going down to the center 50, right behind the A.
So UConn making it up to that center 50. Purdue didn't decide to do that. They had a pretty conservative breakout, but then move all the way on the Doritos side, but he gets shot.
Yeah, we got Costa shooting down to the snake side. Oh, we got the first elimination from UConn, taking him out in the center 50.
So 1 elimination for both teams right now. It's going to be a battle for field position. As we see UConn working on that Dorito side, he makes a move up into the next yellow Dorito, shooting crossfield, trying to work those crossfield shots. Paintball's a game of angles. It's all about getting up into those important bunkers, looking crossfield, and getting those shots.
Right, Purdue now in the snake. And here you're watching UConn trying to shoot as much as possible, always staying in the game with his face forward.
Now both teams right now kind of sizing up their opponent. Oh, referee pulling a penalty on a Purdue player right there.
Oh, and he's taking another one out of the center back. That's going to hurt Purdue in this game point. Oh, and there goes Potter out of the Dorito side with another elimination on UConn.
So eliminations falling off both sides of the field. Penalty was assessed on Purdue. That's not going to help them out this point, as we see UConn seizing the opportunity, getting across to the snake.
Right now we're watching the snake tape. Purdue shooting down. They're both facing each other. They're looking across field right now, trying to look for some shots. I don't think he knows exactly who's on the other side. And that's where the coaching definitely comes in handy, as the coaches stand right on that snake tape.
And you can see the coach running to his player, trying to let him know what's going on. And in the snake, UConn trying to get an angle. I think they finally figured out that there's only 1 Purdue player left.
There is, and Zaleski right here in the Dorito, and he's trying to make his way down past now in the red zone, and now they're pushing down the field on Purdue side, and it looks like that Purdue is going to lose this point against UConn. Zaleski going up to that corner, and they take out that last guy, making that final elimination. All thanks to Zaleski finishing up that game. So great job by UConn getting right back in this game. After that first point loss to Purdue. Great job by Costa on that snake side. You know, he's playing smart over there, being it's really important on that snake side because it's so wide open that on the breakout, you're not going to get to the snake necessarily off the break. So you got to play calm, you got to play smart, and then make that bump when the time is right. Costa, perfect example of that. Works his bunker, gets into snake 1 efficiently, and then finally closes the door on Purdue here.
It's a gross major for your wife. So you're out for a gross major? That's what happens when you wipe hits. You're out. This just in from the referees on the field. There was a penalty assessed for wiping a hit on Purdue. That's a major penalty. Purdue's going to have to play a man down. They're going to have to play with 4
players.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
That's always tough, you know?
Yeah.
And you really want to get and score as many points as possible on that power play. So there was a lot of chaos on that last point. We sorted it out, though. It was a gross penalty on the Purdue player. A 5-minute gross penalty was assessed, so that player cannot play for 10 minutes. And they have to play down a body for 3:40 left on that penalty.
Wow, that's going to be difficult for Purdue, but you never know. If they play their cards right and try to stay alive, they can definitely pull this off.
Something wrong with the UConn player's gun, so now they got 4 players.
Oh, and
because you can see he's trying to get it working. Now he's got it working, so it's 3-on-5 right now. Purdue losing a player. So UConn needs to take advantage of this, try to score points as quick as possible, and run up the score. It's all tied up right now. 7:10 left in this first half.
Yeah, because
3-on-4 right now. UConn 4, Purdue 3. We see UConn yelling.
Oh, and he's got his gun all apart. He's trying to figure out what's going on with his gun. He's trying to load it. You know, basically the reason why he did that is because of the hopper. It had a situation where it jammed some balls, so he had to take it off and dump out that paint. UConn.
So look at this beat. Right now it's 3-on-3 as Purdue quickly evens it up. UConn trying to be a little bit too aggressive, getting shot out of their bunkers.
Yeah, that definitely can be a distraction when you got some gun issues. But again, it's a 3-on-3 situation. You know, Purdue's really doing well considering that they have to play with a man down.
Well, it's gut check time, you know? When somebody on your team screws you over by getting a major penalty, you really got to kind of look at yourself and be like, all right, I'm going to go and win this next point. And we see right now UConn looking over the bunker, and he's making a move.
Yeah, that's Potter over there.
Potter making a move to the first Dorito. He's backing up his player, so right now UConn heavy on this Dorito side.
Wow, UConn 3-on-3 still. They're trying to figure it out. They got 2 players right here on the Dorito side.
They have decent field position, though, B.
Yeah, they do.
They have Snake 1, and they have their real strong presence over here on this Dorito. There's no one up that center, so they got to be real careful not to get tunnel vision down the wires.
Yep, and it's UConn now still pushing down the Snake.
Move there into the 50 Snake from UConn. You see him trying to work his crossfield shots. That's the whole point. You get into that 50 Snake. Very important. You have to look crossfield. And we see Potter backing his boy Dan up here for UConn, getting into that red 50-yard line Dorito.
Yep, Zaleski always seems to find himself there towards the end of the game.
Yeah, Zaleski
means business.
He's handling business over there. Oh, UConn losing a player out of that Snake 50.
Oh.
So Purdue battling back, and not only that, they're taking so much time off of this penalty. Only a minute 22 left.
You know, that's Purdue's just trying to feel this out. And now here, see if you're watching Purdue, he's trying to make his move down the Snake. And then he does. Here he goes. He's running down the Dorito, trying to shoot out Zaleski. Facing off right in front of each other. Here comes Purdue, number 13.
Oh, great move by 13 from Purdue, taking Zaleski down. Oh, Zaleski's going to have to wipe those welts there on his back. That's got to hurt a little bit.
Nice.
So Purdue pulling this point out. Awesome play by Purdue.
Yeah, that was pretty significant, Maddie. I mean, they started out with a man down. They only have 45 seconds left. And you know what? That was well executed by Purdue because of the fact that they knew that they had to do that.
And you can see right now he's just walking slowly, the Purdue player, because he's trying to, again, take as much time off of that gross penalty.
Right.
It was assessed early. Great job by Purdue. That was a gut check right there. That was clutch play. 2-1, 4:31 left here in the first half of our first semifinal matchup. We're gonna head to a break, but do not go anywhere. We got some more intense paintball action coming at you right after this.
It's 2:53 a.m. We're getting ready to leave for Dallas.
You don't have to play.
Do you know what happened to this team? You didn't come to Nationals?
Yo, what kind of bootleg play did you book?
We don't know which play we're getting on.
What is going on here?
I swear it. You guys from Dynasty are going to be at this tournament? So we just got to Texas. Our captain almost lost all his gear at the airport.
Yeah, I was Dan Zaleski. We just got back from the airport. Now we're going to check out the field, so.
Good morning. We're all up, ready to go to our first game at 12 o'clock.
So the van's too full, and we don't have room for everybody's gear bag, so the kids who aren't playing, I think we're just going to make them leave their stuff here. Game like this, it comes broken up into 2 pieces. So we just finished up for our first day. We played Texas A&M first, and we had kind of a rough game. We lost to them 6-4. It came out kind of sloppy, but we fixed our breakout, and we stopped losing guys out of their bunkers. And we closed up pretty strong, even though we came out weak, and we're hoping to do it again tomorrow.
Well, the defending champs are having a blast here in Texas, but it's serious now. They're in a close match against a real tough Purdue team.
We're gonna take a look at the replay here. Awesome breakout by Purdue, keeping all their bodies alive. And we see UConn's breakout, but you know what? It was not the breakout that won or lost it for Purdue. Purdue, a lot of clutch play. As you see, UConn, they had a little bit of gun problems, so right away negated their advantage. And we're heading back to the action. Next point, under 30 seconds left on that gross penalty. Purdue had pulled out that point. So the score 2-1 right now as we're under 5 minutes in the first half of play of our first semifinal matchup. Purdue taking on UConn.
Yep, and in less than 17 seconds now, you better watch the penalty box because Purdue's 5th player is going to try to take the field.
So he's going to try to get out of that penalty box alive, and UConn right now should be searching for shots on that penalty box.
That's right. Well, you know what? Purdue did have an elimination, so they do have 3 players left on Purdue, and now we're going to see Purdue trying to make it out of the penalty box right now.
And there you see the lanes.
And there he goes.
The Dorito player trying to shoot at the Purdue player exiting the penalty box, but he makes it out alive. A little bit of confusion. A little bit of confusion, but then they get it together. Purdue stomping up this Dorito side again.
Yeah, UConn now with 2 eliminations, so there's only 3 players left on UConn's side.
Now Purdue in the yellow and black jerseys, UConn in the blue and yellow jerseys. Dominant field position right now for Purdue over here on the Dorito side. You can see UConn getting pinched out as Purdue, number 13, making his move into the red zone.
Yep, that's Ryan Jasper. Shooting across the field from the Dorito red zone as he's trying to shoot out that center back bunker.
So now, right now, it's 3-on-3, but better field possession for Purdue because they have, they have guys up on this Dorito side. And if you're just going to let them stomp up this Dorito side, it's going to be really hard for UConn to compete. Very close game still.
Yeah, Purdue just making a shift out to the snake tape closer to his coach.
Now, I'll tell you what there, I was just going to say, Purdue just basically needs to start wrapping and going. Put a guy in and go. You have this whole side. The only thing that's going, there we go.
There goes UConn, but I think he just got eliminated. But let's see if he did indeed make it into the snake.
Nope, he's in snake 1. Referee's going to get in there and check him out. Looks like he's alive. And you see him, he's searching crossfield for shots. He's trying to pick up those Dorito players.
And that's always helpful. When you can get to that snake tape, you can be closer to your coach and you can hear the communication coming from him.
And there it comes, 13 moving up again on that, onto UConn's side of the field. And now he's just hiding right now because he has to. And then the UConn player making a move over to that back at Blue Aztec, trying to get a better angle.
Yeah, that really puts Ryan Jasper of Purdue in a bad position because he's got to worry about the guy in the snake that's about to shoot him right now. There's UConn right there in the snake. So again, these 2 great teams. I mean, we're seeing some really good game points between these 2 teams. Oh, look at this. The bunker from UConn as he takes out Ryan Jasper and also the guy right behind him.
And that's Costa again. So Costa taking the first guy down and then trading out with the second guy. So Paul Costa is going to win that point for UConn. Awesome job by the rookie Costa stepping it up. So UConn getting right back in this match. So it's going to be all tied up 2-2. Wow, great, smart play, B.
Yeah, definitely.
Very smart paintball by both these teams. They definitely came to win.
Well, let's check out this replay now as we go back into the game where that bunkering came from. UConn checking it out, and he sees his move. Coming up to Ryan Jasper, taking him out, and he's trying to move forward to Juan Bezares Cruz.
So as time runs out here in the first half of our first semifinal matchup, the score, UConn 2, Purdue 2. It's anyone's ball game right now.
Well, you're watching the 2007 J2USA College Paintball National Championships right here on Fox College Sports.
Paintball is a game heavily based on equipment. If you don't have good equipment, you're not going to be able to perform good on the field. Now, in the past, that was a problem. You don't have a lot of money, there wasn't really any effective solutions for you. But now, there's been technological advances so you can get a really awesome gun for a low price. But the problem has been that we really haven't had an economical hopper that would keep up with those economical guns. Luckily for us, solved that problem. Now, they've taken the expensive technology of the Velocity and they put it in the VL Force so you can get an awesome hopper at a low price to go with awesome guns at the low price. And they've made it really easy because you can look on the side of the box right there and you can see, match how fast your gun shoots to how fast the hopper feeds. And then, for those that really, you don't want to go on the internet, you don't want to do any research, boom, you go to the store, they got it right for you there on the package. As you can see right there, rate of fire for the gun, rate of fire for the hopper. Make it real simple. You get the whole package for $100. There's no excuse now for you not to get out there, play some paintball. It's awesome adrenaline. Great rush. One of the best games in the world. Check it out. Some really clutch paintball played in the first half, B, seriously. I mean, it's a 2-2 tie right now, so it's a very close game, but Purdue had that, really horrible penalty. It was a gross penalty, 5-minute penalty. But super clutch play, 4 guys bringing it back, running that pretty much the whole penalty off the clock, handling business, and we're starting the second half right now, and we see the break off. Both teams starting 5 strong, and the teams that switch side, again, UConn in blue and white, Purdue in yellow and black.
Right, whenever they trade sides now, they're closest to their pits. Here on the Doritos side,
now let's
trying to fill this pot as fast as he can.
Now, basically, Purdue has been winning this Dorito battle, but UConn's been playing counterpunch paintball. This is a counterpunch field. You're going to have the initial break, and then players will be making their secondary moves, as we see Purdue doing right now, making their secondary move. But then...
and here we go, Purdue in the snake right now.
Yeah, big move to snake 1. Again, that snake side, it's so wide open over there, so you got to be really smart on those secondary moves.
Yes.
And like I was saying, B, this counterpunch field. Everyone's going to get in their spots, but it's what you do from there, that's what counts.
So we have 2 eliminations now, 1 from each side. So it looks like it's a 4-on-4.
It's unfortunate that Purdue player got shot out of that snake.
As he was making his way down into the center 50, the referee's taking him out right now on Purdue's side. That's another elimination against Purdue.
So 2 bad plays by Purdue. 1, snake 1, he got in, great job, but then got shot out of his bunker, didn't do anything. And then number 13 just trying to get jiggy up that center, being too aggressive.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. I think he should have waited before he did that because that Dorito here on the UConn side was just waiting for him to make that move.
Now, and he needs to know that Dorito's hot. I mean, especially because they just powered through this Dorito side. And you got to assume, hey, we played these guys in the first half. They know that we got to get up that Dorito side. You got to check off that lane.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, here we are now for 3.
See UConn player right now trying to load his paint. Staying as small as possible. You got to minimize your profile out there. You don't want to leave anything out for people to shoot.
You know what, UConn had that problem before too, and that's why it was a 2-2 at the half, because UConn had some equipment issues, and it looks like he's still having equipment issues right here for poor Zaleski over here in the Dorit side for UConn. So Purdue's just sitting pretty right now, but they have to really take note. Oh my God, he's dumping out his paint too. Look at Zaleski again.
Zelensky's just, he needs, he honestly should just get someone else's gun. If you're having that bad of gun problems, just pick someone else's gun. You have more than 5 rostered players, so somebody's not playing right now, and their gun probably works. Pick that gun up.
It could be one of 3 things. It could be the paint's not going down into the chamber of the gun. It could be the velocity or the hopper that he's using because the battery's not good. There's so many different factors, but you really have to make sure that you're going to be ready to come onto the field.
A lot of time off this point right here, B. There's 13:22 left here in this match. Purdue versus UConn. This is the first semifinal matchup here at the Collegiate National Championships. UConn trying to work that snake, loading up some more paint, trying to get those crossfield shots.
Now, what's going to open it up right here, Maddie? What has to happen?
Well, everyone needs to play smart in their bunkers right now and not die, and then try to make smart balls. See, that's what I'm talking about. Buchanan trying to make something happen, but you can't engage with somebody and gunfight with them and then just walk right into the lane.
And exactly on UConn's part too, they're kind of making the same mistake. You try to push down the snake too quickly.
A lot of sloppy play right now, B.
A lot of sloppy play. A lot of uncertainty. We got 2 left on UConn's side, and I believe the referee's taken out, and now it's just 2-on, or it's a 2-on-1.
And Zielinski, after working on his gun for so long, maybe tried to get into it a little bit too fast. He's Costa coming down that snake side for UConn again.
You know what, Potter here coming down from the center. He's just going to walk over to the flag, and that's it for Purdue.
Wow, a lot of sloppy paintball in that last play. Saw a lot of guys get shot out of their bunkers for no reason.
Equipment issues. The second time.
Yeah, Zielinski needs to do something with that gun. He needs to go back in there, find someone else's marker, that works and come out on the field with that. You really kill your team when you have equipment issues more than once a game.
And I think UConn's talking about it right now. Let's listen in.
I need a gun.
Yo, this gun's gonna work. Same thing.
Well, why the hopper? Every other game it goes through. It makes the hopper work. Stop talking and give him a gun. A gun, any gun, that works.
Take my hopper. Give me a gun full of air.
Yeah, my hopper good. It works. Make sure it's a gun that works now.
I'm taking that gun.
Potter, if I'm saying 400.
Not now.
Is it there? Is it good to go? You need one more pod. You need 4 pods.
Yo, last warning, barrel socks on.
Potter. Hey, pod. What do you guys? Hey, Andrew. You got barrel socks on. You got
a camera for it.
Kovac, I need somebody. Hey, who's not responsible for something right now? Somebody who's not responsible needs to stand at this net and make sure everybody comes in here has a barrel condom on. All right? That's 50 seconds. Someone give me another gun. It's not working. I need a gun. Now. Get out.
That barrel condom's on.
Make sure that gun works. The eyes are dirty. Take this one. Needs a barrel condom. I need a gun. Call a timeout then.
There. So UConn calls a timeout to regroup. We're going to do the same. You're watching the 2007 JTUSA College Paintball National Championships right here on Fox College Sports. Don't go away. Oh, so it looks like UConn has their equipment problem solved.
So still a really close game. It's 3-2 right now. 10:35 left.
Indeed, here we go. UConn now trying to break out again. Zaleski here on the Dorito side.
Strong play up the center by Purdue, finally bringing in that 50.
We got 2 players in the center back bunker for UConn. They're trying to shoot out as many as they can here on the tape side.
So aggressive play by Purdue, getting up there in that center 50. Also coming up on this Dorito side. We just saw UConn spread. Brian rolling those guns, trying to check the aggression of Purdue.
Oh, the first elimination goes to Purdue, so now it's a 5-on-4.
I think Steve Potter might have got him. You saw Potter right there in his bunker. We see Trinkle. We go back to Potter. Zoned in. Purdue still locking down that lane. So the whole point in getting up there is that you lock down, and we just saw right there. Awesome job by 65 in that center from Purdue. He gets all the way up there and then locks down that snake side of the field, taking out the UConn player who just tried to make it in there. Trinkle on this Dorito side, trying to get crossfield shots on that blue Aztec, the blue insert Aztec.
Yeah,
he's trying to put the fear of God into him right there, because you do not want that guy to start advancing down the field. But I'll tell you what, if you got guys in the center chopping him up, maybe Trinkle needs to yell at him, hey, I'm gonna let this guy go, you shoot him again.
Yeah, right here we're seeing Purdue from the center 50. He's trying to shoot towards the Dorito side, but he's also checking the snake to make sure he's not gonna get clipped on the side. That's number 65. I don't even think that, I think Zelensky, if he's not careful, that center 50 is going to shoot him right behind that Dorito.
Well, they're talking right now, trying to get something going, but this is smart. This is what you're supposed to do. If you're starting to, you know, hit a wall where you're running into lanes, then you got to look, hey, what's up, bro? Tell me what's going on. Who's shooting at you? What lane are you shooting? Work together. In paintball, you need teamwork in order to prevail. And even though this is a very aggressive form of paintball, still when you have these close points and these close matches, you know, it's 3-2 right now, 8:35 left in the second half. You really got to play smart, talk it up, figure out, roll the guns, work together.
Yep, Zaleski and Potter over here trying to make sure that that center 50 doesn't do something crazy.
You can see the coaches trying to yell positions to their players on the field. You know,
it's like they're playing uncertain, like they're not sure when to make that aggressive move, and the coaches really need to capitalize on this and try to help them out to figure it out.
Purdue finally making a smart move, getting in the snake.
Oh, there goes an elimination. Zaleski out of the Dorito now.
So that's 2 times in a row Zaleski's got shot out of that bunker. So it's 4-on-4 right now, evened up.
Adrian Clark in the snake here. He's trying to figure out if he should shoot across field or play down that tape. The coach is coaching him right now.
So as the snake player's going to work.
Oh, and he's having gun issues too with his hopper. Now he's looking across field now. Adrian Clark, number 13 on Purdue.
You know, and Adrian Clark is one of those young, talented guys that they've recently picked up, trying to work into their program.
Oh, there goes another one on UConn. That's Costa making his way to the dead box.
And they're seizing on the advantage. Trinkle coming up the line, all the way to the 50-yard line. So now Purdue, great field position, advancing onto UConn's side of the field.
That's right. Number 65 from Purdue. Now they're on the red zone of UConn side. He's trying to figure out, here we go. Number 16 is coming down, he's taking out this, taking out
awesome
center
run
back.
through, double bunker, taking Potter And I believe, yes, it was Costa left alive. So I don't know why Costa was stuck in that back bunker. Because normally Costa's, he's getting up the field. He needs to be a little bit more aggressive. You know what happened, though, is he started seeing his players get chopped up on that snake side. That stopped him.
Yeah.
That was great field planning by Purdue to get up in that center, effectively control the snake lane, and hold all of UConn in the back of the bunkers. And then, seizing the advantage, Purdue stomping down that Dorito side. And we're going to head into UConn's pits right now. They need to get it going, get right back in this match. Brian Richards, very vocal player on UConn, always letting his boys what he thinks they need to prevail in the match. And Purdue looking pretty calm after that awesome point they just played. They played smart, methodical paintball. And on an open field like this, that's what you got to do. And they talked it up. They knew what they had to do. They made moves. Yeah, time running out in this match. Under 6 minutes to play here in the first semifinal matchup.
Right, and we're coming down to the last second now as we get this next game started.
And they break out. Let's see what happens.
Oh, and look at this. Purdue making 2 players down to the center 50, and they're shooting the corners at the same time.
Double center move by Purdue. Awesome job. Penalty assessed, though, on Purdue.
From that center back player.
A major penalty was assessed in that center back player. So though they were able to advance very quickly, get all the way up to that center right off the break, but then throwing his body away.
Dustin Queen trying to make that move again, a repeat from the last game point, but he did manage to take Zaleski out in the beginning of the game. Here comes Potter now as he shifts out. Buchanan here in the Dorito, number 3 from Purdue.
So it's 1-on-4 right now, and that was the worst time to get a penalty. Let's see if they can wind that clock down again, B, just like they did last time. Purdue played great when they were down a body before, and now UConn, and they need to look at the clock and understand what's going on here. A penalty was just assessed. You can see it up on the board.
Yeah, here we have UConn trying to make it down to center 50. He thinks there's somebody there, and he takes him out. Indeed, making a great move for UConn.
So Costa running through for UConn, but he got torched by the Purdue player in Dorito 2. Referee in there checking out that A, finally pulled him out.
He does.
It took the referee a while to make that call.
I know, I was just gonna say, because I thought he had him when Costa made that move down to the center 50. But here we have Potter now. He's made his shift out to the corner. Buchanan trying to shoot across field.
So it's Buchanan and Potter on this Dorito side. UConn making a move up to the snake. That was a smart move right there. With chaos happens, that's when you make the move.
Oh, there goes Buchanan. He's eliminated from Purdue's side.
So UConn, just like we said, they went in there, they figured it out, but I'll tell you what, Purdue definitely helped them out getting that penalty.
And it's UConn on top with under 4 minutes left to play. We'll see if Purdue can overcome another huge mistake. Should be exciting. You're watching the 2007 JTUSA College Paintball National Championships here on Fox College Sports.
Welcome back to the 2007 JTUSA College Paintball National Championships. And as the next break happens, just over 3 minutes left here in this first semifinal matchup. UConn taking on Purdue. UConn slight lead right now, 4-3. Purdue kind of screwing themselves over with that major penalty they got assessed beyond that last point.
Yeah, but now they're only playing with 3 because they just lost their guy out of the snake corner.
Well, they're going to have to do it again. They did it earlier on in the match when they were assessed that gigantic penalty of 5 minutes. But they were able to fight back, even scored the point on that penalty, knocked all the time off.
Yep.
They're trying to get the time off right now, but I'll tell you what, if UConn is able to get that point, as we see Purdue getting over on that Dorito side, great job by number 13. We see Purdue rolling his gun, trying to get eliminations cross field.
Yeah, UConn did have the same breakout from the last game point.
But I'll tell you what, if UConn can put a point on the board right now and have that 2-point spread with less than, as we progress here, a little over 2 minutes left, 16 seconds left on the penalty, as we see Potter for UConn rolling, then we go to Purdue in the Doritos.
Yep, Potter now shooting across towards the snake side. Here's Purdue going into the snake. Purdue now in the snake.
Seconds left on the penalty. UConn trying to get shots on him, and he comes out blazing. As we see their snake player searching crossfield.
Yeah, Zaleski here now in the second Dorito in the yellow zone, the bigger Dorito.
Great field position by both teams right now, though I would give the advantage to Purdue because they have that dominant snake side, and Potter finally gets taken out. from that crossfield shot.
Yep, Zaleski looking down the tape side.
And they're gonna concede that point. They're throwing it in, they're saving the time. So that's gonna give the point to Purdue because UConn concedes the point. Minute 18 left.
Now the reason why they concede the point is they're trying to keep more time on the major clock because here they are in the second half with just 1:18 to go.
Yeah, so it's all tied up, just over a minute left here in our first semifinal matchup. Very close match. Both teams playing, you know, at sometimes they play phenomenal, other times playing sloppy. So, you know, we're gonna go to the benches right now and check out and see how the vibe is. Brian Richards screaming at his boys, trying to get him up for this last super crucial point, see who's gonna win this match.
Yeah, Purdue's playing nice and calm versus UConn. They got a little chaos going, not a lot, but they're a little frustrated.
It's all tied up, 4-4, just over a minute left to go here in our first semifinal matchup. Purdue all tied up with UConn right now. They're getting ready to play the super crucial point. I would be screaming at my boys right now. This is it right here. This is, you know, do or die, win or go home. Great breakout by both teams, trying to spread the field. Purdue up in the center.
Dustin Queen making his famous move down that center to the A.
Now he's gonna shut off that snake side. You see Costa.
Oh, it's Zaleski gets shot in the hand here in the Dorito. That's the first elimination on this field.
Zaleski having a really bad day in that Dorito.
He is. I don't know if he's distracted because of his equipment or what. We got Potter getting some heat from the Dorito side.
So it's 5-on-4 right now. And that Purdue player, he really needs to keep zoning up that snake side and not let anybody get over there. Because you can see the player. Now Potter trying to do the same thing.
Oh,
trying to roll his gun.
He's trying to gun battle, basically, is what we call when he's just trying to stay out and just see who's going to hit each other first. And if he's not careful, he's going to get hit.
So under 30 seconds left here in this match. Both teams need to get something going here to try to score this last point.
Dustin Queen's making his move down the center, 50 now. He's on their side.
Oh, gets blazed in the neck.
But he did manage to take out Costa.
15 seconds left, B. Let's see, are we going to go to overtime? I think we might possibly go into overtime. Oh, Potter gets taken out.
I don't think there's going to be enough time. He's going to have to grab the flag and run it over.
He's got 3 seconds. 2, 1. I don't think he's going to make it. No, and he doesn't make it. Oh, they go to overtime.
Wow.
Too little, too late by the Dorito side players of Purdue. Not able to get it done in the last closing seconds of our first semifinal matchup.
Oh, man.
You see Brian Richards from UConn right now, angry that they almost threw the game away right there.
Yeah,
but,
you know, it's a good break for him.
Yeah, you know what though? Hey, 1 second, and they would be eliminated right now. If there's one more, if that play had started 1 second earlier, UConn would be out. But fortunate for them, that's not the way it went down. So we're gonna go into overtime. 3 minutes is gonna go up on that clock, and it's all tied up right now. 4-4, still anyone's game.
You're watching the 2007 JTUSA College Paintball National Championships here on Fox College Sports.
We're gonna take a look at the last play now. It's all tied up. We see the breakout for Purdue all the way up in that center. Tried to lock that snake down, and then Purdue finally marching up that Dorito side as time was advancing.
You know, they really had a tough time because Dustin Queen's just playing all by himself. You know, nobody's really paying attention to what he's doing, and they know what he's done in the past.
Yeah, and he tried to make a move up that center, got blown away.
But he also did manage to make an elimination against UConn. So here's Potter taking the next elimination on UConn's side.
Potter got destroyed from that Dorito side, and then you see Purdue trying to grab that flag as seconds were ticking off. 3, 2, 1. Oh, buzzer blew. Wasn't able to make it in, so we advance to overtime. 3 minutes on the clock. It's all tied up right now. Yeah, kind of unexpected. Purdue might possibly be eliminating our last year's champions, UConn.
Yep.
And the breakout here in overtime. Heavy shooters for Purdue.
Oh, it's Zaleski already right off the break, and here comes Potter going to the corner behind the Dorito side. I don't know if that's a good move.
So, well, Zaleski got taken out, so at least Potter filled out, so they have a presence on the Dorito side.
From the center back bunker, Purdue's losing another elimination, and there goes another one for Purdue.
his 2 players out of their bunkers for no reason. That is that's the worst thing that could have happened right now for Purdue.
So it's a 4-on-3 now. UConn with better spread of the field.
But I'll tell you what, at least Purdue, they may have lost their center players, but they still have a dominant presence on this Dorito side. They have 2 players on this Dorito side, and it's just Potter. We see Potter right now trying to do damage
and look
control.
at this. He's trying to make his way into the snake, and he makes it.
Big run by Costa all the way, but his boy gets shot out right behind him. So Costa's still alive in that snake, and Potter alive for UConn.
But
Costa's going to have to get it done by himself. You see Potter rolling his gun inside, trying to help out Costa. And Costa just rolling his gun, trying to get shots on the Dorito side. The Dorito side guys are just hiding right now. Referees, there's just tons of referees in there checking them all out.
And they are still managing to stay alive on this Doritos.
So Costa's got to be careful. I mean, yeah, he wants to be aggressive, and he has to win this game. But, and he gets one of them, gets Buchanan.
Oh, Buchanan's gone. You know what? Right now, Potter needs to be running down the field because Costa's all the way up past their 40-yard line.
Yeah, Costa is handling business right now. The rookie for UConn, handling business.
Potter, what are you waiting for, buddy? Let's go. Move down the field.
Yeah, Potter needs to be dropping the hammer right now. He needs to be dropping this hammer, putting the nail in the coffin.
It's a 2-on-1. Potter must have some situation where he has no idea what's going on. Here comes Costa now. He's running to their can right there on the 30-yard line.
Looks like Costa might have taken a bounce right there. Yeah, Potter
now he's getting it. Now Potter's getting it. He's coming down the Dorito tape, and it looks like he's going to get shot in the back. There he takes out
Potter comes through. And so on the play of Costa and Potter, with under a minute left here, looks like UConn will be prevailing.
That's right.
Wow, I mean, I can't say enough about Costa. I mean, wow, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna sack up and win this game right now. So we're gonna go into the pits right now and check out a very happy University of Connecticut as they celebrate their semifinal victory. So they will be heading to the finals. Are they gonna win it again? I don't know. And we will be right back with an interview with one of the Husky players right after this.
This 2007 JTUSA College Paintball National Championship semifinal match was brought to you by JTUSA. Also brought to you by Doritos brand, Doritos Snack Strong. And by the National Collegiate Paintball Association. If you missed any of the action or you want more info on the NCPA, just log on to ncpapaintball.com to find out how you can get a DVD of these programs, video downloads, and more. So UConn takes our first semifinal match, beating the Purdue Boilermakers by a score of 5-4. And that brings us to our JTUSA game highlights. It's all about UConn's Tony Costas and his aggressive style of play. Here we see him in the first half, bunkering out 2 Purdue players, put UConn up 3-2. And then as we just saw in overtime, making a bold move down the snake, pushing upfield, pinning Purdue behind the Doritos, allowing UConn's Steve Potter to finish up the point and put UConn back in the championships. Now, let's head down to the field with 2 of UConn's star players, Steve Potter and Tony Costa. So, Steve, you were hunkered back down behind the Doritos for a pretty long time. What was your strategy back there?
What I was trying to do was keep an angle where I could watch the snake side and sort of the middle of the field, but through that little bunker that's back there, to make sure that nobody's coming up on Tony's side in the snake. But at the same time, I was trying to lock down the Dorito tape. I think I shot maybe like 1 or 2 guys on that side. You know, they were just playing, shooting inside, trying to shoot our snake eyes, and I was able to shoot him in the pack.
Now, you knew that Costa was way up in the snake like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was a little uncertain because I didn't know if you could hear from the inside. What's it like on the field right now with the communication? Can you hear the coaches when you're way on that corner side?
No, when we play the Dorito side, we can't hear the coaches at all. There's a lot of wind, and we can hear a lot from the other fields on our left, and I can't really hear them at all, but luckily, we do a lot of hand signals with our coaches, so we try and watch out for those when we can't hear.
Tony, the snake side of the field was open. What was going through your mind as the players were going down around you towards the end of that point?
At the end of the game, I just thought, you know, last point, we just needed to win it. So I knew we had to push snake side hard, and we didn't have guys over there. Our guy that was going to go into the snake wasn't really getting in. He was just staying at his bunker. So I just thought, you know, either we're going to lose this now or we're going to win it. So I jumped in the snake and just worked my way up and ended the game.
Well, great job, guys. You advanced to the final. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
No problem. On behalf of all of our broadcast team, thank you so much for tuning in to the 2007 JTUSA College Paintball National Championships.
Make sure you catch the next semifinal matchup between the Penn State Nittany Lions and the University of Tennessee Volunteers. Should be another great game. Till then, I'm Manny Marshall, and we'll see you next time.